Welcome back. Coming back to the Boondocks Range. I got the one and only Memphis Beech with us today.
What's going on, y'all?
We got done yesterday. Had a Jim Krantz practical shooting clinic. People learned some things, had some breakthroughs, and now we're building stages for today's match. All classics today. All metric classics, turtle shells for those that don't know the names. It's going to be a great 5 stages. Some of them are going to be from the Caribbean Open, some from Nationals. Good little mix of very technical shooting. Nothing super hard, nothing super weird, but just a really good shooting challenge. Mikos is going to be running his carry gap, as always. Jim is going to be rocking the Shadow 2 from Carry Concealment Holster. Of course, shooting his Super Veil ammo. I will also be using my carry. No, actually, I'm just coaching today. I forgot. I'm filming and coaching. But if I was shooting, I'd be shooting that new Canic out of Carry Concealment with that Pinnacle Precision ammo. So, ooh, he's actually going to be shooting the Pinnacle Precision today. So, let's get back to building. We'll catch you back on a little bit more in a bit. And we're back. We just got done building all the stages and getting set up, registered, and we got a full squad today of 8 guys and a lady that took the practical shooting clinic with Jim Krantz and I yesterday. We're going to coach them through today's match performance and video them and send them off a video. One of the people in the class and in the match today is my best friend in the world, Memphis Beech. Memphis, how the hell are you?
Man, I'm doing awesome. Just happy to be here. How you doing, brother?
It's too beautiful day to do anything other than good.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to go over with us how you should show up to a match. We're going to talk a little bit about gear, mentality, and he's fun to listen to, so we're going to listen to him.
Yeah. So thanks a bunch, Tyler. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So when it comes down to the match, usually if you're looking for a match in your area, what I do is I call up my local club or my local range, my local gun store, whatever I got. I tell them, hey, look, I'm looking for a match. Let me know if there's something around here. And usually they're going to be able to tell you, like, a lot of times they'll tell you off the top of your head. You're like, hey, we have matches here every Tuesday or Thursday or whatever have you. And so ahead of time, a couple days beforehand, I try to hydrate. I try to make sure that my nutrition is good. That way I have enough food and, energy for the match. And so some of the stuff that I'll bring my rig right here. This right here is, I'm not really going to get too specific about brands or anything like that. If you're first starting off, just bring your carry gear.
Yeah.
Your carry gun and whatever you usually, walk around town with.
You can shoot these from appendix inside the waistband if you want to.
Yeah.
That's legal now.
Yeah. Because I'm a fatty, I, bring some snacks and also bring your ammo. When you first get to the range, make sure that they know that you're on the range, that you're on the property. There's usually a match fee and a registration process, so usually those are pretty quick and easy. From there, I'll put on my stuff. So this particular rig right here, this is what you're going to see most common. Is usually set up to where all the stuff is already in the position that I like it. Sometimes it opens in the front, sometimes it opens in the back, but it's personal preference.
Yeah.
I'll put on my, it's really just 2 belts in here too.
And yours is different from mine, but realistically they're the same. I have an inner belt just like he does.
Yeah.
His outer belt has a Cobra buckle that's adjustable.
Yep.
Mine is just a bunch of Velcro, but if you look at them, they're the same.
Yep.
Holster and mag carriers. That's pretty much all you need, really.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Generally pretty basic. And so what I usually do is I might put on my inner belt ahead of time and, just, it'll be something I might leave the house with, like already on my body, so to speak. But, whenever I get to the match, that's when I'll gun up. There's one thing in particular that's really, really important. There's no ammunition allowed in the safe areas. So what I do is I'll go ahead and get my gun and my belt right here. I'll take this over to my safe area with the magazine pouches empty. Some ranges make a big deal out of it, some don't. I try to make sure it doesn't get to the point where we have to make a discussion about it.
Yeah.
And so, I'll take my gun. Now, as far as as far as the way I carry my gun over there,
Yeah.
what I'll do is I keep all my guns in their own little pistol rugs, like something like this right here. And inside here is my Glock 17 that I'm going to shoot the match with. Like this is not going to be a problem. So, you know, I take it over there.
You can't just all dilly-dally a gun out of your vehicle and wherever you want it. You have to take it in a case to a safe area, have your rig on you, and then take it out of the little thing, rack, get you a couple draws in if you want to, holster up, and then from there out, it has to stay in the holster.
Yeah. The main thing is, once this thing goes in the holster, I want to make sure that the holster is in the correct spot.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, because these carriers, these hangers are fastened to the belt, you're not going to be able to move the holster around the belt.
Yep.
So you need to attach the belt so that it's in the optimum place for your holster.
Yeah. Start with the holster, put it where you want it, and then wrap around from there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so that's where it goes around. Now, the magazine carriers, you don't have to get anything super fancy like this, but I keep my magazine carriers a little loose because those I will move around a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly married to any regular position or anything. Really, the first one. The first magazine is usually the most important.
Yeah, for sure.
So
The first speed reload.
Yep.
And shooting high cap like what we do, where you're allowed to load the magazines to full capacity, 22, 23 rounds. Most stages, you're only going to need one reload anyway. So make sure that first one is ideal. If you're shooting production or any type of low cap, single stab, something like that, you're going to probably need to kind of think about where each one of those are. Make sure you can properly reload from all of them. Not reaching all back here in craziness looking for an extra mag or something like that.
yeah. So the most important part, usually the last part, and also, like, depending on how you think of it, the first part, like, I try to have a very specific, very simple goal, for the match. Like, and I'll think about that before I sign up for the match. I'll think about it during the match, immediately before the match starts. And the goal could be very simple. Like, for instance, like, if I'm just carrying my carry gear out to a match, then my goal is to get good reps and evaluate the the performance of that gear, to make sure that it's to my liking, that it's intuitive. If there's any snags or anything like that, like if I felt like I bobbled a draw, or I fumbled a reload or whatever have you, now that's going to help me reevaluate not just the gear but my tactics, the way I use them. And so that stuff right there. As far as
today?
My goal for today is, let's see. So I learned a lot of great stuff in yesterday's class. So yesterday we took a class with Jim Krantz and Tyler Tharp, and I have some really, really good takeaways. The main thing is they gave me some points that I need to be looking at, such as when moving into positions, try to maintain my stage plan throughout the execution of the entire stage. Because personally, I end up having an issue of I'll lose my stage plan about halfway in, and it'll cause me to hesitate, and I'll lose that aggression. And so my biggest goal today is to be able to stay consistent throughout the entire day, and so that I can maintain my stage plan, I can stay aggressive all the way through the stage, and also, most importantly, I can guarantee shot placement throughout all the way through the end of the stage, every single stage today. So, like, I'm talking like whether it's field courses or classifiers or whatever have you.
Fair enough. Well, we got just a few more minutes before we got to hit up the old shooters meeting, get lined out, get squatted up, and get on our first stage. I might throw in a couple little snippets of video throughout. I'm not shooting today. I'm just coaching and filming for the whole squad. So, going to get some good content for y'all. And as always, thanks for hanging out with us.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Memphis.